1 mile to target.
Now you will remember to take the lens cap off this time.
Hey, you steer the plane, Captain, and I'll take the pictures. 900 yards. 800 yards.
This flak's getting heavier. We'll only be able to make one pass.
300 yards. 200 yards. Okay, Fritz. Nice big smile now.
Rudder's gone. Pitch control's gone.
I'm gonna throw up.
Save it for the crowds, JD. She's going down.
Hände hoch! Drop your weapon, American!
Easy, Hans. Jackets like this don't come cheap.
Good afternoon, Captain. So good of you to drop in.
Good to see you crowds haven't lost your famous sense of humor.
I think you will find us agreeable hosts, Captain, so long as you, how do you Americans say, keep your noses out of trouble. Now, we have just 3 rules in this camp.
Oh?
Rule 1. You attend roll call every morning and evening. If you fail to report as required, or you enter an illegal area at any time, the guards will find you and punish you. Rule 2. You stay clear of the perimeter fence at all times. The guards have orders to shoot prisoners who stray over the line on the ground.
And Rule 3?
Rule 3, Captain, is that you obey all the rules.
I should have guessed. And say I don't like your rules.
Oh, I think you will grow to like them, Captain. A day or two of solitary confinement should see to that. We saw your plane go down, sir. Are you okay?
Well, I don't figure I'll be sitting down again in a while. Say, has a guy named JD been brought in here?
No, sir. Maybe they've already taken him to Stalag Luft. That's where we're all headed eventually.
Oh yeah? Speak for yourself.
Look, sir, if you ask me, you'd be best off staying out of trouble for now. Fall in with the other prisoners. Get to know the routine. And you might want to drop your kit bag off in Barrack 1. Anyway, gotta see a fellow about some cigarettes. See you later.
Barrack 1, huh? Now, where'd that be?
You there! Fall in with the other prisoners and report to the mess hall for evening meal. Schnell!
Can't hang about, sir. Guards around. But I thought this might come in handy.
Boot polish? I appreciate the sentiment, Sergeant, but I've always been a suede man.
No, sir. It's for your face. Help you sneak about at night, see? Use a mirror to make sure you don't miss anywhere.
Well, thanks, I guess. I'll stash it in my hiding place for now.
There's one more thing, sir. I bribed one of the guards with that currency you gave me. He'll slip me anything Jerry confiscates from the prisoners. So, if you happen to have a run-in with the guards, come and find me, and I'll see what I can do.
I'll do that, Sergeant. You sleep well now.
Good morning, gentlemen. I am delighted to see you all so eager to face the day. This...
Hey, hands off, Wolfgang. Didn't they teach you any manners in kindergarten? Watch where you're treading those jackboots.
How nice! Another American airman! Surely you did not think you could evade the Reich for long, Lieutenant.
Hey, buddy! I was beginning to figure they plowed you into the fatherland.
Not me. I managed to give the search party the slip. But then, Well, did you get a load of the local dames?
JD, don't tell me.
Let's just say I decided to lay low for a while. But it turns out this Fräulein's pop is some big shot general around here. Doesn't take too kindly to my line of international relations. Next thing I know, the goon squad shows up. Say, you planning on sticking around here?
Nope. You?
Nope. And I'll tell you what, they brought me in here the long way round, and it looks like part of this camp's a truck compound. Some kind of long-haul stop-off point.
Oh, yeah?
I figure if we could stow away on one of those trucks, we could be home for Christmas.
Sorry to butt in, but I couldn't help overhearing. You're not the first prisoners to take an interest in those trucks, and the Krauts know it. They've made sure the only way into that compound's through the driver's quarters, and they keep the door to that padlocked.
Crowbar?
Crowbar.
You'll be lucky. The guards keep all their tools locked in a store in the northwest of the camp.
Then all we need's the key to the store.
What are the chances we'll find one lying around the Krauts barracks? These are German guards we're talking about.
Okay, here's the deal. I'll distract the guards during morning exercise while you sneak in and look for a key. Just let me know when you're ready to move.
JD, I always said we made a beautiful team. So we can get into that tool store now, but sneaking past the guards could be tough.
Tough, yes. Impossible? No.
No?
In fact, your good buddy JD did a dry run earlier, and I'll tell you how.
I'm all ears.
Looks like at some point a truck hit the surrounding wall, and the Krauts haven't gotten around to patching up the hole.
That's where you got through?
Sure did. Had to crouch down a little and keep an eye on the guard tower.
Any patrols?
2, but they tend to stop off for a chat each time they meet, so I slip past then.
Simple as that, huh?
Almost. There's one other guy patrolling around the store. Had to duck behind some logs to avoid that fella.
JD, you're good, but I'm better. Bet I could do it in half the time.
All right, let's go hitch a ride out of here.
No, not yet. We'll wait till tonight when the truckers are asleep.
You pulling rank on me again?
And we'll go separately. No sense in both of us getting shot if it don't work out. I'll make my move first. You follow when I'm through their quarters and into the compound. I'll find a truck and hide in the back.
And I'll bring the biscuits.
Sleeping like babies. Gonna have to move real slow or I might wake 'em. Glad you can make it.
I couldn't have you taking all the glory back at home.
We're not out of the woods yet. Better get comfortable. It's gonna be a long night. Better keep low, Lieutenant. Looks like we're on our way.
Reckon the driver would stop for my Fräulein on the way?
I don't know. She got a sister?
You idiot! I should have you shot for this outrage. Do you know who I am?
General, I am sorry. Your car, the road, it was my fault entirely.
Of course it was your fault. You'll be digging trenches on the Russian front before the month is out.
That's it. We've blown it. I knew this was too good to be true.
Sit tight, Lieutenant. We'll probably be on the move again soon.
No. No, I'm gonna make a break for it. There's a forest nearby. If we can make it to the woods, we can hide out till things settle down.
JT! Don't be an idiot! JT!
Halt! Halt!
JT.
Make sure the other American is dead. This prisoner will be transferred immediately. You will not find security so lax at Stalag Luft, Captain.
You the barrack officer?
Absolutely. Wing Commander Temple Smithson. And there's no need to introduce yourself, Captain Stone. We've heard all about the show you put on at the holding camp. Gather you lost a chap. Rotten luck.
Luck. I had the chance to stop him and I didn't.
Best not to blame yourself, old fellow. Jerry's the one to point the finger at, and you're bound to get a chance to hit back at him.
You can count on it. I don't plan on making this a long stay.
Ah, indeed. Good show. Now, you're quartered in Barrack 2. The chaps there should make you welcome. That'll be all. Actually, Stone, why don't you come and see me once you're settled in? We might be able to help each other out. Ah, good of you to drop in, Captain. Perhaps you've met Major Nikolai Radka of the Polish Army. The Major heads up our escape committee. Captain Stone might make a valuable addition to the team, wouldn't you say, Major?
I wish I could share your faith in human nature, sir. But experience has taught me to make new friends with caution.
Welcoming as ever, eh, Radka? Then how about setting Stone a little test?
Just like being back in high school.
Very well. Captain, we will have a tape placed in your hiding place in Barrack 2. You are tasked with taking it to the administration building and playing it over the camp's address system.
Just a little wheeze to lift the chap's spirits, and get one over on Jerry to boot.
That's all? Then I'm in.
Should you experience difficulties, you are free to consult us at any time. If the wing commander has judged you correctly, that should not be necessary. Dismissed.
Oberjäger, what is the meaning of this?
My apologies, Herr Commandant. It must have been one of the prisoners.
I don't want your excuses, Oberjäger. I want that noise stopped now. And if a prisoner was responsible, I want that prisoner found. And halt! Going somewhere, Colonel? I thought you looked like trouble. Oberjäger, lock this man up.
Time to get back to the escape committee for a pat on the back.
Jolly good work with the tape, old boy. I haven't seen the chap so happy in months. But there's been a hitch. You see, your prank was actually a ruse to distract Jerry while one of our boys swiped some documents from the Commandant's office. But he wasn't quite careful enough.
Or somebody tipped off the guards.
Not the trusting type, are you, Major? But I'm feeling generous, so I'll tell you what. Leave it to me. I'll have those papers on your desk in no time.
Good show, Stone. That's the spirit. But you might find it easier if you go in undercover. See if you can get your hands on a German uniform. Sniffing around Jerry's huts would be your best bet. Although, some of them may well be locked. Major, any chance of rustling up a key?
I will have one placed in the captain's hiding place in Barrack 2.
I'm touched, Major. I didn't know you cared.
It's as we suspected, Wing Commander. Jerry's using this camp as a cover for a weapons research facility. Looks like they're assembling a long-range rocket. A rocket that could strike at virtually any city in the world.
Good God! Right under our noses. No wonder they bunged you in the cooler for snooping around. Any idea how far they've got?
This schedule suggests they could begin testing as early as this winter. What's this man doing here? This is a British operation.
Well, not any longer, Colonel.
I beg your pardon? What's your name, Airman?
Most remiss of me, Colonel. This is Captain Stone of the United States Air Force. He retrieved the plans after your, unfortunate encounter. Colonel Harding here reports to the Special Operations Executive in London.
Lucky them.
Captain, I suggest you watch your...
Hello?
It's General Stahl.
Stahl, he's bad news. We'll have to move fast. Major, did your radio boys get that transmitter up and running?
Just about, sir.
Good. We simply must fill in Whitehall. And while you're at it, have one of the chaps make a copy of these plans. Better safe than sorry.
Good morning, gentlemen. I am pleased to see that, as usual, you are all...
Thank you, Herr Commandant. I will take over from here.
But, General,
Dismissed, Commandant. It appears that a few of you have seen fit to abuse the Reich's more than generous hospitality. Some of my personal documents have been stolen, an act which will not go unpunished. Guards, search the compound.
Sir, we have them!
Commandant, this time you have been fortunate. The prisoner responsible will be transferred immediately to Colditz. Let us see if he finds the cold confines of the castle a more fitting place to see out the war. Let this be a lesson to you all, gentlemen. Double camp security and halve the prisoners' food rations. There will be no further transgressions.
Can the transmitter be patched up, Major?
I'm afraid not, sir. We are off the air permanently, but at least the guards failed to find a copy of the plans we made. Perhaps we could smuggle them back to London through the you-know-what.
The tunnel?
Sir, we cannot afford another betrayal.
Oh, calm down, Major. I think we can trust our American friend by now. In fact, look, Stone, it's like this. Some of the men have been working on a tunnel in preparation for a mass escape. What say you tag along and take the plans with you?
You bet. I got a score to settle with this General Stahl. And I'll bet he'll have a real bad day once the bigwigs back in London find out what he's up to.
Very well. But ventilation in the tunnel is still insufficient. We require something to drive the air pump. A set of bellows would be ideal. Perhaps you would be so kind as to fetch some for us, Captain. So you found some bellows. Perhaps I underestimated you, Captain. Sir, the pump should be operational shortly. Should I give the order to proceed?
Rather, we go tonight. Blast! I was afraid this might happen. Must be all the rain we've had lately. If only we had more time to reinforce the tunnel. Bloody miracle no one was killed. Is the tunnel a complete write-off, Major?
I'm afraid so, sir. But there is another possibility. We believe the entrance to an abandoned tunnel lies inside a building in the northwest of the camp, within what has now become the vehicle compound.
Ha-ha! If it's still serviceable, then it could just be the ticket. Prepared to give it another shot, Stone?
You can count on it.
I will have one of the men stitch the plans into your trousers, in case you are captured. Good luck, Captain.
And Godspeed.
Sorry I didn't stop to settle the check, guys. London's calling.
If you are a Dutch worker, then where is your work permit?
It's in my other trousers, okay? Geez, guys, lighten up a little.
This must be the escaped prisoner, Helmut.
Come with us!
Captain Stone, your description hardly does you justice. Now, let us return you to captivity.
Why not save yourselves the trouble? Stalag Luft leaks like a sieve.
Stalag Luft? Oh no, Captain. Following your futile attempt to elude the Reich, you are to become an honored guest of its most secure fortress, Colditz.
Oh, Lieutenant, when we searched the prisoner, we found a few items. Mainly a few pieces of contraband and some personal papers which were stitched to his trousers.
What sort of papers?
Just some drawings of, I think, a space rocket. Perhaps our American captain dreams of becoming a spaceman. Should we sign the items over to Colditz?
Burn them. We will spare ourselves the paperwork.
Thanks, boys. You'll understand if I don't give you a tip. Anybody home?
Welcome. The Colditz guards have no manners, so you must forgive me introducing myself. Group Captain Henri Dubois, the barrack officer at Colditz.
Enchanté, I'm sure. My name's Stone.
And I'm Major William Kingsley, escape officer. Although that's very much an honorary title here in the castle. It's a pretty tight ship. Tricky place to slip out of.
That's what they said about Stalag Luft.
Ah, you have already been involved in an escape. Then you are lucky you have not found yourself among the unluckier inmates of Colditz.
Some of the chaps here are confined to a separate set of barracks known as Prisoner Barracks B. Only time we ever see them's during meal times, roll call, and exercise.
I don't suppose one of them's a stiff named Harding.
Colonel Harding's a friend of yours.
I wouldn't say that exactly, but I need to talk to him. It's kind of urgent.
Won't be easy. Jerry's taken a particular dislike to Harding for some reason and put him under 24-hour watch. The poor chap's followed around everywhere by his own personal guard. We haven't been able to get near him.
Major, given that the escape committee has at the moment rather a lot of spare time, perhaps we could offer our help to Captain Stone.
Don't see why not. Feel free to look us up if you need a hand, Captain. And meanwhile, the best of luck to you.
I am warning you, Schliemann. If Prisoner Harding causes any more trouble on your watch, I will hold you personally responsible. I am sure you are aware just how cold it is on the Russian front at this time of year.
I will not let him out of my sight, Herr Commandant.
Excellent! I see I have trained the guards well. Patrols are to be doubled. The entire castle will be searched twice daily. All leave is cancelled.
But Herr Commandant...
With no exceptions. We cannot afford any further lapses of security. If there is the merest hint of an escape attempt during General Stahl's visit to Colditz, we will all become fodder for the Bolshevik tanks, myself included.
Yes, Herr Commandant.
I find this as painful as you, Lieutenant. Another week passes and still I do not gaze into the sweet brown eyes of my little dachshund Otto.
You heard the Commandant. Search the castle. Im Laufschritt.
Brought you some fresh towels, sir. Would you like your bed turned down?
You look familiar. Sloane, wasn't it?
Stone.
Shouldn't you be in London with those blueprints by now?
Change of plan. Decided I'm kind of partial to life behind bars.
Good God! You've turned this whole operation into a farce.
Hey, pal. If it wasn't for me, those plans would still be on General Stahl's desk.
And where are they now?
Probably on General Stahl's desk. I got patted down on the way in.
Unbelievable. Well, even if we still have the plans, there's no way they'd reach Whitehall in time. Damn. There's nothing else for it. I'm going to have to get back to Stalagnluft and decommission that rocket myself.
Break into a prison camp? I like that.
Now, out of my way. I've got to get cracking.
What, with your new pal out there watching your every move?
Blast, you're right. Right, Sloane. I'm going to let you help me.
My lucky day.
You'll have to find me a German uniform. You may need a key, so I'll get a chap to place one in your hiding place. Now go. You've already jeopardized this mission enough.
What? You! How did you get in here? My God, is the Commandant here of this? Get out of here! Move! Schnell! And do not tell anybody you are here! Go! That is the last time you make a fool of me, Colonel. You are now confined to your quarters 24 hours a day. You will cause me no further headaches, I assure you.
Son of Harding. I'll hold on here and give him a nice surprise.
What the devil?
Brought you some fresh towels, sir. Would you like your bed turned down?
You look familiar. Sloane, wasn't it?
Stone.
Shouldn't you be in London with those blueprints by now?
Change of plan. Decided I'm kind of partial to life behind bars.
Good God! You've turned this whole operation into a farce.
Hey, pal. If it wasn't for me, those plans would still be on General Stahl's desk.
And where are they now?
Probably on General Stahl's desk. I got patted down on the way in.
Unbelievable. Well, even if we still have the plans, there's no way they'd reach Whitehall in time. Damn. There's nothing else for it. I'm going to have to get back to Stalagnluft and decommission that rocket myself.
Break into a prison camp? I like that.
Now, out of my way. I've got to get cracking.
What, with your new pal out there watching your every move?
Blast, you're right. Right, Sloane. I'm going to let you help me.
My lucky day.
You'll have to find me a German uniform. You may need a key, so I'll get a chap to place one in your hiding place. Now go. You've already jeopardized this mission enough.
What? You! How did you get in here? My God, is the Commandant here of this? Get out of here! Move! Schnell! And do not tell anybody you are here! Go! That is the last time you make a fool of me, Colonel. You are now confined to your quarters 24 hours a day. You will cause me no further headaches, I assure you. You wish to interrogate the prisoner? Or does the Commandant think me so incompetent that he sends others to check on my performance? No matter, you will find the prisoner inside. Be careful, he is not to be trusted.
You took your time, Sloane.
You better put this on. Hey, kinda suits you.
Right. Once I'm past the guard, I'll hide out in the castle and try to think of a way to get us both out of here.
Both?
You don't think I'm going to carry my own equipment, do you? Now, once I'm out of here, you get back to the escape committee and fill them in. May as well let them know about General Stahl's project. We need all the help we can get. I'll contact you through the EC as necessary. Alles ist in Ordnung.
Klar. I hope you were cooperative with your guest, Colonel. What? You again? What trickery is this? The uniform. You swapped the uniform.
So, where is Colonel Harding now?
Hiding out someplace, working on an escape plan.
Ah, the two of you intend to taste freedom at last.
Not exactly. We're headed back to Stalag Luft.
Captain?
Yeah, it's kind of a long story. You see, Stalag Luft's being used to front a rocket research program.
Rocket research?
Long-range rockets. These things could change the course of the war.
Great Scott!
The program's headed up by a General Stahl.
Stahl?
Not a nice guy. Killed a good friend of mine. Harding just wants to shut the program down, but for me, it's kind of personal, too.
Major, we should do all we can to help the captain and the colonel.
Yes, absolutely. Hard to know where to start, though. All I'd suggest is, Captain, if you're planning to reach Stalag Luft cross-country, you'd best find some German travel papers. Dashed if I know where to look, though.
I'll ask around. Someone's gotta know.
9, 10, 11, 12. What? Only 12? One prisoner's missing. Harding. Where's prisoner Harding? I want Harding found immediately. If necessary, tear the castle apart. And bring Obergefreiter Schliemann to me. You bumbling, incompetent fool! Can you not perform even the simplest of duties? You are a disgrace to the uniform.
But, Herr Commandant, I can explain.
I am not interested in your excuses. Get him out of my sight. I will personally sign the papers for his transfer to the Russian front. Gentlemen, I assure you that prisoner Harding will be found and punished. You would do well not to follow his example.
Well, well, we've spent months trying to perfect some fake German travel documents, and you just waltz in here with a set of real ones.
Captain Stone, your friend Colonel Harding has passed to us a message. He has planned the escape route for you both. But the bad news, mon ami, is that the route, it runs through the sewers.
What's the problem with that?
Mon Dieu! The scent of this prison is sufficiently unpleasant above the ground. I do not envy your task, Captain.
I can see it is open, you fool! Close it immediately! Who is responsible for this? I want a full check on all the other manhole covers. Report back to me as soon as this is done. I will not tolerate such carelessness, especially when the general is arriving at any moment. Now put that tool somewhere safe.
At last. I was about to give up on you. Right, Sloan, I've been thinking. To increase the chances of one of us making it back to Stalag Luft, we'd better split up.
Now that'd be a shame.
We'll regroup there and see what can be done about that rocket. And keep your wits about you, Captain. We can't afford any more mistakes.
You have been busy boys. Shame I gotta take away your toys.
Perhaps you would care to explain your definition of nearly complete, Commandant.
Herr General, I merely meant that.
Because to me, Commandant, that does not resemble a nearly complete rocket!
I admit progress has at times been a little slow, Herr General. But the prisoners have been so troublesome, and...
Enough! The rocket will be launched on time!
Of course, Herr General.
And I will hear no more of your infantile excuses. I am sure I need not remind you of the personnel shortages currently being experienced on the Eastern Front, Commandant.
Afraid you picked a bad time to visit, General.
Get back to your duties.
Stay right where you are. Commandant, an intruder!
Who are you? How dare you enter my... Wait a minute. The American escapee. Obergefreiter, I thought this prisoner has been transferred to Colditz.
He was, Herr Commandant.
Then what? How?
I decided the food's better here.
Take this man to be interrogated. No, wait! If the General hears of this... Oh, put him with the other prisoners. I do not have time for this now.
Change of plan. Thought I'd come back and do the job myself.
And not a moment too soon, Stone. We really have to talk.
You already contacted London?
Discovered a little loophole in the Stalag Luft Postal Service. We studied the postie's route around the German compound and pinpointed a moment when he left his bag unattended. Found we had just long enough to slip in an outgoing letter or pick up an incoming one.
So help's on the way, huh?
Not quite. SOE has requested some more intelligence on the facilities here, so they know exactly where to focus their efforts. They're sending a parcel containing some of the kit we'll need.
Let's guess. You want me to grab the package from the mailman?
It's a bit trickier than that. Jerry rumbled our little ruse yesterday, and our postman's been given the sack, so to speak. Now the guards pick up their own letters from the post room. That's where the parcel's going to be, and we've to reach it before anyone else does. Feeling adventurous?
My middle name.
Splendid. Oh, and Major, didn't you have a present for the captain?
Here, Captain. One of our men managed to fabricate this.
A catapult?
A man of your resourcefulness should be able to find a use for it. There is nothing inside apart from this camera, sir.
Shame. I was hoping for some more chockies. What does the note say?
I will attempt to decode it, sir. One moment, please. SOE requests photographs of the rocket itself, and also of Mother Goose? Ah, of course, the launching gantry.
Sounds fair enough.
They also suggest we search for documents that might help to pinpoint any weakness in the rocket's design.
Good show. So, all we need to do now is infiltrate that facility.
Why's everyone looking at me?
Captain, it is imperative that you get a clear photograph of the rocket without any obstructions.
And once that's done, why not have a sniff around for those documents? Oh, and keep this under your hat, but some of the chaps have been working on another tunnel. There's still a long way to go, but the initial section might still come in handy. Good luck, Stone. How about the fuel tanks? If we punched a hole in one of those, the wretched thing might simply blow itself up on the launch pad.
It probably would, sir. But how do you suggest we make that hole?
Look, there's got to be some way to disable this thing. What's that bit of paper there?
Test schedule for V5 rocket program.
Let me have a look at that. Launch date. Heavens above! That gives us absolutely no time at all!
Then how will we...
Wait. Target. Good God! London!
Wing Commander, what do you suggest we do?
We've got no choice, Major. We'll never get that thing knocked out in time. We'll have to switch to Plan B.
Plan B?
Plan B, Captain, is to contact London and have Bomber Command reduce this whole place to rubble.
I see. One question, fellas.
Yes?
The Krauts built their rocket site in the middle of a POW camp so our guys wouldn't go dropping explosives on it, right?
We believe that's correct, yes.
So...
Ah, I see. Major, how's that tunnel coming along?
Work is proceeding well, sir. We should soon be able to organize the mass evacuation of the prisoners. The tunnel currently extends beneath the German compound, and I will arrange for an exit into that area to be constructed tonight.
All ready for Captain Stone to use. Jolly good.
To
reach the radio room, of course. Oh, do try and keep up, Stone.
We have not sufficient time to contact London by post, Captain, so you will have to use the German radio transmitter. It is in a building within the German compound.
Um, 30 meters of copper tubing, 12 square meters of fine titanium mesh, oh, and 4 gyroscopes. We also require some of those little screws. Do you know the tiny little ones with the, hello? Hello? Are you still receiving? Hello? Hello? Come in, Berlin. Hello? Ach, mein Gott, not again! Who keeps meddling with that fuse box? When I find out, I will have him flogged!
Come in, Field Mouse. Come in, Field Mouse. This is Early Bird. Come in, Field Mouse. Are you there? Wake up! Field Mouse! Come in, Field Mouse. This is Early Bird. Starting to get just a little grouchy.
This is Field Mouse. Sorry about that, but the kettle was just boiling.
Field Mouse, the message is, let slip the dogs. You got that?
Sorry, didn't catch that, Early Bird. Say again?
Let slip the dogs. Repeat, let slip the dogs. Can't believe I'm actually saying this stuff.
Sorry, Early Bird, there's a terrible din outside. Would you mind awfully saying that again?
Look, Field Mouse, the Krauts are about to launch a rocket the size of Virginia right into your backyard. Are you gonna do something about it, or do I have to come over there and fly those bombers back myself?
Understood, Early Bird. Dogs are on their way. Now you'd better get yourselves out of there sharpish. Field Mouse out.
Splendid work, Stone. Now, Major, how are we doing with that tunnel?
We are just centimeters from the surface, sir.
Good. Good. Have the chaps ready to move as soon as we hear those air raid sirens.
Most of the men are now in the tunnel, sir.
All right. Probably best if you go next, Stone.
Lieutenant, round up the men and get them to the shelter.
Very good, sir.
No! You would let all our months of work be wasted? We will bring forward the launch.
But Herr General, the men...
Lieutenant, get everyone back to their posts. The rocket will be prepared for launch immediately.
Yes, General.
I hope you got your measurements right, fellas. If this thing comes out in the Commandant's bathroom, I'm not gonna be happy.
Looks like they're trying to get that thing off the ground before the bombs start landing, sir.
Bother. I'm afraid we might have blown it, chaps.
You guys go ahead. I'll see what I can do to keep that rocket grounded.
No, Stone. You've done enough already. We'll just have to...
Go.
But
Before I change my mind.
Very well, Stone. But the minute those bombs start raining down, you make a run for it. Rocket or no rocket. Major, can we give the captain any help at all?
Yes, sir. Captain, further study of the documents you recovered reveal that to abort the launch, 2 control keys will be required. One must be inserted into a control panel at ground level, and the other into a control panel on the floor above. You should find the keys beside their respective control panels. Good luck, Captain.
Don't take any unnecessary chances, Stone. Do you hear?
4, 3, 2, 1. Es hat abheben!
What is wrong? Why is the launch not proceeding?
We are looking into it, Herr General.
Looking into it? My rocket stands idle and you are looking into it?
We are doing all we can.
Oh, is that right? Get that rocket into the air, Commandant!
This could be the end of a beautiful friendship.
Sir, we really have to leave now.
I will count to 3, Commandant. 1, 2... My rocket! You will all be shot for this! Prepare my car. We will leave immediately for Colditz. This temporary setback will not affect the continuation of our research beneath the castle.
Beneath the castle? Right behind you, General.
General Stahl, what a wonderful surprise. It is always a pleasure to welcome.
Silence! How dare you speak of pleasure when my rocket lies in pieces?
Pieces, General? I don't understand.
How dare you pretend you have not heard? That idiot who runs Stalag Luft may as well have called in the bombers himself.
This is grave news indeed, Herr General. But perhaps I can offer something to at least partially alleviate the pain. Guard?
You!
Please, Herr General, I mean to say, we have not yet debriefed the prisoner.
You stole my plans from Stalag Luft. You somehow arranged the destruction of my rocket, and now, Englander, you will pay the price.
Given the chance, General, I'd have strapped you to that rocket and lit the touch paper.
Herr General!
What is the meaning of this? Wait a minute. I remember you. You were in Stalag Luft. So, you tried to escape in my car? Only to end up inadvertently transferring yourself straight into another prison camp. This is most amusing. Is that not amusing, Commandant?
What should I do with this man, Herr General?
Oh, take him to join the others inside and give him extra rations. He has brightened up my day considerably.
And prisoner Harding, Herr General?
Throw him in the cooler. I will deal with him later.
Ah, it is of course most agreeable to be reacquainted with you, Captain Stone. But it grieves me to think that a man of your courage is likely to spend the rest of the war behind bars.
I bust out of this place once. Don't see why I couldn't do it again.
Might not be quite that simple, Stone. You see, Jerry seems to have rather upped the ante.
Oh, yeah?
We've concocted one scheme after another and planned them in meticulous detail.
Merely for us to be foiled by the Germans each time at the penultimate moment.
Only fellow to make any sort of headway was the SOE chap, Harding. Decided to go it alone. Didn't seem to trust anyone. Wouldn't even tell us what he was up to. Just kept disappearing off up into the attic above the chapel.
The attic, huh? Guess I could go check it out.
Indeed, Captain. Colonel Harding has been removed from the picture, but we might perhaps salvage something of his work, no?
Mum's the word, though, eh, Stone? We're not quite sure who can be trusted just now.
Whoa. Harding might be short on manners, but he's sure got a few tricks up his sleeve. Wait till I tell the escape committee boys about this.
A glider? You must be imagining things.
I know my airplanes, Major, and this one looked pretty real to me.
Well, I'll be blowed. Old Harding, eh? You're a pilot, Captain Stone. In your opinion, would this glider be airworthy?
It could use a little more work. The wings want bracing properly, the rudder needs a control cable, and there's some fabric missing from one of the wings. But yeah, I reckon she'd fly.
Remarkable. If we could get this thing in the air, it'd be the escape story of the century.
I agree. Colonel Harding's efforts should not have been in vain. Captain, do what you can to finish this aircraft, but a word of caution. The Germans' recent success in foiling our plans leads us to just one conclusion, that we have been infiltrated by a spy.
You don't say.
Your first priority should be to establish the name of the man who betrays us. We assume he must report his findings to the commandant in his quarters. This should give you a chance to identify him. Also, Captain, we require proof to show the other men. Do you know how to use a camera?
Are you kidding? Reconnaissance is a specialty of mine.
And this prisoner has been distilling the substance himself.
That is correct, Herr Commandant. But after I alerted the guards, his equipment was removed and destroyed.
Excellent work, Captain Zimmermann. Oh, and, did you by any chance discover who defaced my photograph of Otto?
Yes, Herr Commandant. The culprit is...
What is the meaning of this? Collusion with the prisoners? Guards, arrest both these men!
One moment, Herr General. It is not how it seems. This man is one of us.
Explain.
With your permission, Herr Commandant. I was just reporting to the Commandant that the prisoners have been illicitly supplementing their rations with scrapings from the officers' dustbins. And also, that one man has been manufacturing a forbidden beverage in his barracks. Jolly devious, what?
Well, Commandant, if those are the worst of the prisoners' crimes, perhaps security at Colditz is not so bad as I had feared.
Indeed, Herr General. Since we placed prisoner Harding in solitary confinement, we have had little, if any, trouble.
Harding. I want that man watched at all times. If he so much as sneezes out of turn, he is to be shot.
With respect, Herr General, to execute a British officer without due cause would be...
Commandant, would you rather he wandered freely into the laboratories beneath the castle and sent phase 2 of the program up in flames as well?
Of course not, Herr General.
Sir, there was one other thing. I noticed a prisoner leaving the authorized area and moving in a furtive manner above the library. I took the liberty of photographing the incident and have the film here.
Probably just harmless mischief. We will tighten security around the library.
It is all on this film, sir.
Oh, give it to me.
We won't let on to Crown that we've blown his cover just yet. But we'll warn the other prisoners to watch what they say around him. I thought that fellow smelt a bit fishy. Never liked the cut of his jib.
And that ain't all. The general said something about more laboratories under the castle.
Uh-huh. Oh, this is most interesting. Oh, I suspected we had not seen the last of General Stahl's scientific ambitions. Oh, Captain, you must finish the glider with all haste, and then see what you can discover in the foundations of Colditz.
We've had this steel key made up for you, Stone. It might prove useful.
That should just about do it. Whoops.
Hände hoch! Hände hoch! Schnell!
If not Harding, then who?
We have reviewed the records of all the prisoners and singled out a second inmate. This man was present first during the stealing of the plans from Stalag Luft, and then again during the destruction of the rocket.
Probably just a coincidence. Harding is the one behind all this. I know it.
General, there is one other thing. This second prisoner was involved in an escape from Colditz, which was not reported.
What?
The prisoner was recaptured near Stalag Luft and later admitted there. It was recorded as a routine transfer from Colditz, so that, General, as you are aware, this castle has previously had an unblemished record. And,
You covered this up?
If I may, General, the picture I took above the library has been developed.
What? This cannot be.
The prisoner's name is Stone.
I will settle your fate later, Commandant.
Schnell! Stone the Blume! It is overheating!
I cannot stabilize it!
Pull the lever, you idiot! Friedrich, get outside.
The Commandant said I would be shot if I left my post.
The Commandant has changed his mind. He has called an emergency briefing in the courtyard. Quickly, come!
Is this getting easier? Or am I just getting better?
It's reaching critical! I don't like this!
There's a yellow button! The instructions!
It is no good! It can no longer be stopped!
Wait a minute. Where did the American go?
Never mind that! Everybody, get out! This thing is about to explode!
Prisoner Stone must be found and arrested at any cost. Is that understood?
General! The rocket!
It has gone critical!
We tried to stop it!
Sorry, Herr General!
Cancel that last order. Return to your posts. Captain Stone is to be shot on sight.
Was it something I said? Better get to the glider.
Nice handiwork, Stone. I'd love to know where you found the cable to rig up the rudder.
You got room for one more?
I may have built this thing, Captain, but you're the airman. Jump in.
Did you really think I was unaware of your little hobby, Captain Stone?
Guess I should thank Sergeant Crown, or should I say, Captain Zimmerman.
Yes, yes. So pathetically trustworthy, you Americans. You honestly thought you could create such a disturbance, make so much noise with your grand schemes that we would not notice? No, Americans, there will be no more prison camps, no more days in the cooler. For all the trouble you have caused, you will die.
Trouble? You have no idea what trouble is, Stahl. Let me tell you something. There's only one person dying here today, and it ain't me or Harding.
Ha! So confident! But you forget it is I who has the gun, and not you, my friend.
I know all about your damn gun, Stahl. It's the same one you used to kill my buddy, and I ain't your friend.
Your buddy? Ah, yes, I remember. He was a poor excuse for a soldier to attempt to run from me at Stalag Luft, wasn't he? Tell me, you did order him to stay? No matter. I will tell you this also. As I aimed this gun you love so much at his head, he begged me to spare his life. No dignity.
Go, Stone. I'll never make it in this state.
But
go. There are more ways out of here than this, Stone. Honestly, did you really think we told you everything? Huh.
Crazy Brit. So long, Harding. Good luck. That was for you, JD, my friend. Now, where did you say those Fräuleins were at?